Hey guys, it's Yali with Herbal-Turtle here with your pick a card pile for the week of May 11th through May 17th, 2024. This is where you're gonna pick a card pile that you're the most drawn to, whichever sticks out the most, and I'm gonna tell you about your week. So we'll start with our first card pile. Let's scoot this over. Doing things a little bit differently. So I'm upside down. It'll look different for y'all, or different for me. So this will be interesting. Okay. So for this week, we have two major arcanas. And here I'm seeing divine order, but also you're trying to guard your passion. You're trying to guard your passions, but it's going to trigger you in a way that is for your own growth. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a bad trigger. A trigger can just be like, hey, someone said something and it kind of ignited a spark, if you will. Have a balanced approach if you feel like you're being too much, if you're being overly emotional. And if you find yourself being too frustrated, too angry, go, and typically I'll say go work out, but for this card pile, go do some art. Go be creative somehow. And you can also have a dream this week about some of your passions. But overall, it's going to be an enlightening week. If you find yourself getting lost or getting too stuck in your head, take a deep breath. You're gonna be okay. Don't overthink it. Sometimes it feels like all eyes on you, and sometimes it is, and it needs to be. So your oracle for this week is step into the spotlight. So don't be afraid of your power, but also don't be afraid of the truth. Stay humble, stay grounded, do what is right. Okay, that's it for that card pile. It's a little difficult reading these upside down. I won't lie to you. From my perspective, it looks like everyone's having a bad day. So I'll read them. Okay. Okay. Something's going to happen this week that's going to trigger your way of making money. It's really going to force you to look at your material wealth differently. And this is for your own growth, for your own good. For this card pile is also going to be a trigger as well, but it's more of you feel like you're going to be defending when it's kind of like the energy of like, this is everything that I worked for, and no one's trying to take that from you. That's kind of the point. No one is trying to take anything from you. This has to do with you forcing yourself, or actually, this is not forced. You're going to see a different perspective, like it or not. And all this anxiety this week, overthinking, staying up late at night, it's going to do you no good. It's going to, if everyone has their own journey, right? But in this case, when you find yourself getting overwhelmed, when you find yourself too much in your head, do some physical exercises. If you are too much in your headspace, you're not balanced. Have a balanced approach with this. Be open to new perspectives. Understand that you have what it takes to build from the ground up. Does that mean you're going to? No. But it does mean that if you have been, I don't want to say turning a blind eye, but if you've been blind to something, you're blind no more. Or if you've been trying to put the pieces together for a while, which it seems like you have, it's like something doesn't make sense. And you'll find something this week that's going to trigger like, oh, this all makes sense. So don't get sucked in to things that are out of your control. Move in the direction that calls to your heart. Don't stray from your path. Make sure that you are following the right path, because it can be very easy to get sucked into quote unquote loyalty, what you think is loyalty, when we are only loyal to the creator, universe. Do what's right in your heart, and you will. You got this. It's going to be a good week. If it gets too much, just distance yourself. Be in your own element, be in your own world. Okay. And so 2 oracle cards came out. Oops. All is in perfect timing. Welcome abundance into your life. So don't force anything. Kind of just let go, surrender. And everything, there's no need to be defensive. There's no need to be defensive or overthink. You're in the right spot. You're in the right area. You always make the right decisions. So move with integrity. Okay. Okay. And our last card pile. Awesome possum. Okay. This is fast movement for you being in your badass energy. You are seeing you're looking at what you've grown so far, and things are coming a lot quicker than what you anticipated and what you expected. So it can be you moving up in the ranks. It could be you climbing up a ladder of some sort. And it also doesn't necessarily have to be in the work. It could also be like spiritually, because there's a spiritual ladder as well. So all is in perfect timing. Follow your intuition. You've worked very hard. So don't be afraid of your power. Don't be afraid of your resiliency. Stay with that confidence. Be with people who give you confidence and who reassure you and reaffirm you and have your best interest, who are like-hearted. Sometimes like-minded people can be a little bit dangerous, depending if their heart's in the right spot or not. So align yourself with like-hearted individuals. So it also seems like the oracle for this week is make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. I mean, that says it within itself. So go with like-hearted individuals. All right, and I'll leave it at that. I'll try and keep it short and sweet. Well, okay, guys, that is it for this read. And if y'all have any questions or anything at all, please feel free to email, text, DM. Oh my gosh, am I recording? Yes, I am. Text, email, DM, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting week, but it's also going to be a beautiful week. So, and when I say interesting, I don't mean that in an ominous way. So be careful, stay safe, and stay juicy.